Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mobby, and today I'm going to talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened just yesterday, March 8th, 2018. Now, there was a lot of games announced, there was a lot of new information, and a really big teaser out, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, this thing was about half an hour long, and if you don't know what the Nintendo Directs are, it's these awesome sort of online packages that Nintendo does instead of conferences and stuff like that, and to show off new and upcoming things. So the first thing is they did a bunch of 3DS headlines and games. So I'm going to be discussing all of these topics in various durations here on whether or not I'm excited about the game, I know the game, etc. So the first thing that they showed off was the WarioWare Gold. This is a 3DS title coming up, and I was actually really excited when I saw this because I just recently, about maybe 2 months ago, right, I did an evening with Mobby video, and I played literally like I forgot exactly which WarioWare it was, but this one is WarioWare Gold. It looks like it's combining all of the best mini games from all around, so it's gonna be on the 3DS, and it's gonna be cool because it's gonna have new controls, like you use the gyro and everything, and of course you have the DS, the dual screens and everything, so that should be really fun. New game coming out August 3rd. Next up, they showed a game called Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. This game was weird. I never heard about this before. It looks really arcadey, kind of like it looks very Star Foxy in the terms of like its presentation. You have these anthropomorphic type of characters, and they use like machinery to fight evil, racing. I don't know. I didn't know what to think of it. It looks okay. I think this one might be digital download only. That's May 24th. So I don't know. We'll see if anyone talks about that game or anything like that. And then the next one that came up was Mario and Luigi Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. Mario RPG, pretty much. Now, I have played the Mario and Luigi games. Actually, no. Yeah, well, I only played one of them, and that was the first one that came out on the Game Boy Advance. It was fun, but I really enjoyed Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. I think that's what it was, right? Legend of the Seven Stars? Oh, that was so good. I must have beaten that game like 10 plus times. Completing it. It's probably my most favorite game on the Super Nintendo. Then right after that, it's Link to the Past, of course. But yeah, they're coming out with more. It's great. It's cool. It's awesome. It's awesome. So this one is coming out 2019 though, and that's really weird that they announced that. It's just the beginning of 2018, and they're like, this is coming out 2019. Bleh. Next up, we got Detective Pikachu. Actually, I was like very skeptical of this thing when it first got announced. Oh, Pikachu has a voice. Okay, they're coming out with the movie. But the more I saw of it, and of course what they showed today, got me really interested. Actually, I might do a full Let's Play on this on my channel. This comes out on March 23rd, so it's not even that far off. Now, they're going to come out with 2 different amiibos for this game. There's a tiny Pikachu that has like a sheriff, Sherlock hat and stuff like that. And then there's going to be like a huge amiibo. I don't know the size of it, but I'm not getting that one, no. I'll probably get the tiny one. But yeah, I might do a full Let's Play. I just don't know, because it's really difficult to do any Let's Plays for Nintendo, because I never know exactly which ones are going to be copyrighted. Obviously, like Zelda and Mario, hands off. Metroid, hands off. A lot of the music and cutscenes, they get copyrighted, so I can't do any of those. So it's the same thing with Kirby. In the past couple of weeks, I did some Kirby. Well, it was like maybe 2 years ago. I did a Let's Play for Kirby and the Crystal Shards, and also Kirby and the Magic Mirror one for the Game Boy Advance. I beat them all the way through, and then I uploaded on YouTube. But just this past week and a half or so, all of those videos are starting to get copyright, so I had to delete them, so they're gone. So I don't know. Like, I can put them up, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, Detective Pikachu, I'm actually excited. You should guys check it out. And then they came out with the one that I wasn't expecting, another 3DS title here, Luigi's Mansion Remake. Now, I absolutely loved this game when it first came out on the GameCube. It was probably one of my first like GameCube games. Was it a launch title though? I don't remember, but that was a really good game. I know I played through that one a couple times. I don't think I ever 100%ed it, but it's cool. I have not played Dark Moon. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which is, I guess you can call it the sequel or the second game in this little series here. And that one, I believe, was also for the 3DS. In this new one, of course, it's downscaling the graphics and stuff. It really does look like 3DS, because I was watching it on my giant TV, And obviously the 3DS is very small. They had to really blow up the graphics, but yeah, if you haven't seen the original GameCube graphics of Luigi's Mansion, check it out because they're really good. Anyway, this is coming out. It is no release date. It's 2018, but this one comes with a new boss rush mode, which I'm pretty excited about. So I don't think so. Out of all the 3DS things that they've announced, I'm probably just gonna pick up Detective Pikachu, and we'll go from there. Next up, they started to talk about a bunch of Nintendo Switch headlines, and the first one, I'm really excited about this one, Kirby Star Allies. Now, I just talked about this on, you know, Nintendo keeps on copyrighting a lot of my Nintendo videos. They don't want people doing Let's Plays and stuff. But I really want to play this. It looks so fun. I love Kirby. I love all of the customizations. I love the level designs. The stories are pretty basic, but it's fun. The last one I played was the mech one for the 3DS. I didn't finish that one. I wish I did, because there's a lot of stuff going on that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one. And in this upcoming trailer that they showed, it looks so good. They're adding some retro DLC from past Kirby games. They're adding characters like Marks from Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo, which I beat so many times. And then also from Kirby's Dream Land, which is Kirby 3. They're adding Rick, which is the hamster, and then Koo is the owl, and then they have the fish thingy. So I love that Kirby back then on the Super Nintendo, where you grab all your fish friends and you can combine them with powers as well. And that was so good. Anyway, this one is coming up on March 16th. So that's really close, guys. That is extremely close. I'm going to do a playthrough of that too. There's going to be a lot of Nintendo stuff coming up here on the channel, so please be excited. And the next one that they showed was Okami HD. I never played any Okami games, so I can't really comment on it. However, because this is coming out on the Switch, there should be some new controls coming out. If you're playing handheld, you can use the touchscreen to draw some of the attacks. So I'm not sure what they do, but you can draw on the screen, and then if you're playing on your TV, it's in the dock, you can take out the joypads and you can draw as well on the screen. So there are going to be some new features on it. Didn't they just come out with an Okami HD re-release on the PS4? I guess they're just porting it over to the Switch too, with new controls, which is awesome. And then a random game showed up called Sushi Strikers Way of the Shido. It had some okay art style. The gameplay is very arcadey. Not sure what to think about this. I don't want to say shovelware because they're actually promoting it, on the Nintendo Direct, which is a very huge viewed, mainstream type of deal here. So I don't know what to think of it. It's not. I'm not interested. It's very puzzly arcadey. Not interested. Let's move on. They came out with a No More Heroes trailer called Travis Strikes Again. No More Heroes, and the story is he gets transformed and put into different games, and then the gameplay changes, and then you beat bosses at the end here. I never played any of the No More Heroes things. I was never that interested. It just never caught on with me. Yeah, I never played it. First, it came out on the Wii at the beginning, right? Yeah, I never played that one. I was just never interested. And then this other new trailer came up. Oh my god. Dark Souls Remastered. Finally. May 25th, this one is coming out. May the 25th be with you, lol. And I was really excited because I didn't know any release dates, and then I was really wondering about it, and then they just got it, they showed it today. And what's really cool is there's gonna be a freaking amiibo of Solaris. Is that his name? Anyway, praise the sun amiibo. I don't know what that's going to do in the game. It'll probably give you a gesture. If I think that's what they said there, it gives you the praise the sun gesture. Wouldn't that be cool if you can use him in Smash Brothers? You can put Solaris in there. That'd be awesome. So yeah, I'm actually excited for that. I'm gonna replay Dark Souls 2 and 3 before going back to the remaster. I know you're playing out of order, but it doesn't really matter. I love Dark Souls, so if you guys want to watch me play through number 2, I'll probably play Scholar with the first sin, definitely. And with Dark Souls 3, I only played Ashes of Ariandel. I didn't play the other DLCs after that, so I'll be playing those as well. Please come on by the Twitch streams as we will be playing those. I'll try to upload them here on YouTube. No promises though, because I just don't know. There's too much content going on here. I'm not sure. Okay, so after that, they showed off Mario Tennis Aces. They showed off 15 characters, a refined system with a gauge bar, which you can, which it's actually interesting because I loved Mario Tennis for the N64, and then I also played it for the GameCube. They had that one, right? It was for the GameCube or the Wii? I don't remember which one. but it was really fun. It reminded me, it gave me like a Prince of Tennis vibe, not really. But this one had like gauges, like a gauge that fills up and you can deplete it to either, you know, do more offensive abilities, defensive abilities, specials. So it's like, oh, you have to risk reward when do you want to use up the gauge and all that stuff. So it's really awesome. I can't wait for that. I'll definitely get that game. It's a good party game. Probably play with my family and friends. It's actually really fun. I love Mario Tennis. I love tennis, by the way, too. Little known fact about me: in high school, varsity tennis all 4 years. Oh yeah. And then they next up they talked about Captain Toad. I thought it was just gonna be like a Wii U port. Wii U was a big failure. Luckily the Switch came out, but Wii U was a big failure. But they came out with a lot of good games for the Wii U, but just no one really got into it. Like they came out with like Smash Bros and Captain Toad, which is awesome. So yeah, it's now here. It's ported here. It's gonna be updated with a lot of new things. I'm not sure. I mean, I would play it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to spend like a couple hours purchasing, downloading, and buying it. But you know, if it was right here, you know, on the Switch, I'd play, because the Switch is so accessible and very easy to pick up and play. Honestly, it's just like the most. It's gonna be like talked about for decades to come. Like, oh, this was extremely revolutionary, having a console in your hand, that sort of thing. So next up was a random surprise for me. A little teaser came up for Undertale, and then release date. It just said eventually. I'm not that excited. I didn't finish the other one, mostly because I was streaming it and playing on YouTube, and then a lot of people just like, they didn't like ruin the story. No, they kept spoiling stuff, and then they kept backseating, like, do this, do that, do that. I just like, whatever, I just fucking quit. So the fandom has always been crazy. It's really popular, and I know it's a good game, but I just don't want to go back and finish it. I know it's good. I don't need to finish it. It's okay. The fandom just really pushes me away from there. So just be careful. You know how you act around people, man. You really push people off games. I don't want to play that anymore. And then right after that, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy on a Switch. Crash Bandicoot on the Nintendo Switch. Interesting. I was never excited for Crash. I never owned a PS1. I owned a PS2 though, and Crash and Spyro and all that good stuff really got popular on PS1. Just never got into it as a child. I was always with my 64, so never played it. Not interested. After that, it came out with Little Nightmares, the complete edition. So many people keep telling me, have I played this? Should you? Will you? I have not, but you know, the trailer that they showed off seemed really cool. I might get into it. For some reason, I wrote down on my notes here amiibo support. I don't remember. I guess in the video they talked about some sort of amiibo support. That's why I wrote that down. Next up, South Park Fractured Butthole. Hilarious. I can't believe that's coming out for the Switch, but it's a really popular and successful game. And I think they're coming out with even new DLC, and they were teasing it here on the Nintendo Direct as well. So yeah, if you haven't played it, that's a perfect place to do it. Really good pick up and play action there. But yeah, not for me. I already played it a bunch on the PC here, Steam. No need to play it again, so that's not for me. They also talked about Hyrule Warriors, the definitive edition. I was never into the Dynasty Warriors franchise. You know, I always wanted to, but then I just never really got into it. I think I played one Dynasty Warrior type of game. It was like one of the One Piece games. It was like that. It's really popular, of course, otherwise they wouldn't keep making them. I really like how it just started as some like old school Dynasty, like Chinese, Japanese, I'm sorry, I don't know, like a sort of like gameplay with all those original characters, and then they started reskinning it into like dragon, warrior type of stuff, and One Piece, and just everything, you know. So it's really cool that they're bringing it out. I don't think I'm ever going to play that. And then they spent a couple of minutes talking about ARMS, and then I think they're coming out with new stuff, but the biggest thing that I took out of the little announcement there was that they're going to start doing more ARMS competition and stuff. And what's really cool is they're going to be like live streaming the events, and then people can win prizes and stuff. So hey, good on them, man. You know, Nintendo's starting to come with more new IPs, and they're really holding them dear and pushing it. They're not oversaturating it. And then they talked about Splatoon 2. I was never into Splatoon 1, never played it. Splatoon 2, I have played that. It seems like an okay game, just, you know, it's not for me. But, you know, every time that I did play, I would win. I played like a couple matches. I was like, oh, it's pretty easy, just paint everything, kill everybody. It's pretty easy. So I have played, I'm just not interested. And then they really showed off like a campaign mode, I think, in this trailer, which I know a lot of people should be excited about because the game is primarily multiplayer with a couple of missions in Splatoon 2. So this is a full-on campaign, I guess, or either. I think there was a campaign in 2, but this is like an extra expansion DLC, right? That might be it. And then the Nintendo Direct closes with a small little animation short of 2 Inklings. Are those what they're called? Inklings? Fighting. And then all of a sudden, a big old light shows up and it shows the Super Smash Brothers logo. Oh, it does close-up to Mario and a close-up to Link, who kind of looks modeled after Breath of the Wild Link. And then a bunch of silhouettes of fighters, of course, and then there you go. It blacks out and that's the end of the Direct. So, what do I think about that? Hell yes. That is going to be their next huge biggest game coming out. Huge. It will probably be a lot more bigger than Metroid. Like if the new Metroid came out, what was it, Metroid Prime 4 or something like that, and Brawl came out, and Smash Bros came out at the same time, it would totally like quadruple its sales easy. So I can't wait till it comes out. No release date yet, as far as I know. I'm just really hoping that the roster is huge. It's gonna be huge. I love every single one of the games. I don't care like, oh, Melee's the best, it's more faster. Who gives a shit? It's fun. Just play the games, enjoy the games. So I can't wait till it comes out. 100% getting that one. So so here we go. All the games that I just talked about today, I know the ones that I'm 100% gonna get for sure. Detective Pikachu, March 23rd. I'll try to do a Let's Play on that. And then Kirby Allies coming up really soon, March 6th. Dark Souls Remastered, Mario Tennis, and Smash Bros, of course. So what do I think of overall the Nintendo Direct? Well, I don't really want to rate them. It's mostly just like there, but it was a good presentation. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Well, I'm explaining everything. I'm showing a lot of gameplay in the trailers already. So anyway, guys, have you guys watched the Direct? Please let me know down below what you think about the games coming out. Out of all the ones that we've talked about today, which ones are you most excited for? For the same reasons that I am? Or are you like really hoping they came out with this game? Or which one do you just don't care about? So let me know down below. I will respond to you as soon as I can. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.